Over the 2 years that I've been here, it's been really exciting. No day is the same. When I started at DSI, I was a project analyst, so I was responsible for smaller projects, and as I've grown in my career, I've gained responsibility over bigger projects, bigger clients, so it's been really fun to build upon the base of my skills and kind of expand as I've gotten more comfortable and better at my job. I love working at DSI because of the impact we make on our clients, because what we do day to day and within our development organization up to the services and sales organization really affects our clients and really makes a difference. It's been really fun to say, okay, here's a problem, how do I solve it? You know, make a lap around the floor, figure out who can help or who has ideas and go from there.
I started as a sales development representative. I did that for about a year. Had the opportunity to grow into an account executive within the install base. I did that job for about 4 years, and when I left, and I came back for a regional sales manager role within the install base. It's a great place to work every day, and there's career growth. I feel like I've learned a lot, and there's places to go from here. Something that's really rewarding is when we have customers that have a great experience with us, and they take our software and they maybe do cool things with it, or they expand it to other parts of their business because they trust in us. And it's really rewarding to see them do that.
I've worked here for a year and a half. I started out here as the assistant controller, and I had an opportunity to move into the controller position and work more closely with the CFO, and it was just something that I couldn't pass up. The number one thing I like about working at DSI are the people. You can work closely with people from other departments and other floors, and it's just fun to get to know everybody. DSI is a very dynamic company. We're constantly trying to move and pivot to stay above the market, which just adds a lot of complexity, especially in accounting. But that's the most rewarding part, is being able to come in and not have the same thing every single day, and you always have something to look forward to learning.
For DSI, I had no experience in supply chain or software sales. I've been at DSI almost 18 months. First position at DSI was a sales development rep and have moved to account executive. I generally will be managing the accounts of our installed base on the eastern region. DSI is a challenging place to be and also very exciting and fun, and there's a lot of room for growth because you take on different responsibilities on a day-to-day basis. A great industry, I mean, supply chain mixed with the software industry are two fields that really are very relevant today.
I was originally hired at DSI in the demand gen department. About a year in, our CRO invested in me and saw some potential in me, and so he asked that I would join his sales operations team, and then eventually switched back over to the demand generation team, where I'm now the events manager. The office is really open, and especially with our team, the demand generation team, we're all very open, we work together. DSI is located downtown, which is super fun. There's a lot of energy, and it's just a really fun place to be right now.
I work at DSI for 5.5 years. I started as a system value engineer. From the very first day I was told, get to know the product very well, very deep, and that's how I started. And then over the years, I evolved to a solution engineer, now to be, increasing the roles, knowing the product very well, and now lately, in a core team dedicated to a specific product. What I like about DSI is it's challenging. I definitely believe that challenge makes you better. DSI is a company that is in the technology industry, and technology is always changing. So for that, we rapidly adapt to those changes, and that makes a better professional.
I've been here over 6 years now. Started working with our current customers, so supporting them. About 50 accounts. I've worked on our installed base for probably a little over 4 years. Since then, I've moved on to our net new side as a senior account executive. I've been focused on new business, so I think DSI has really allowed for my continued growth as a technology sales executive. I love working for a privately owned company. It's really kind of family-oriented. Great culture here. Allows me to continue to grow in my career, provides a challenging and rewarding environment.
I've worked at DSI for almost 2 years. When I started at DSI, I was doing the art director position in the marketing department, which after I started quickly changed to a demand gen focused department. My transition to creative director happened this year to do more strategy, Anything that the brand touches, I get to provide strategic direction on. I would say the most rewarding thing about working at DSI is we're really allowed some creative latitude to brainstorm things. I have a great boss. I have a great boss's boss, but I think it's the team that I get to work on every day that makes it a great place to work.
So I've been at DSI since May 2016, so it's coming up on 2 years pretty soon. I heard about DSI at the Kansas State Career Fair, my first semester of my senior year, and ran by the booth, ran some people from engineering, and the rest is history basically. I believe I started just about a week after I graduated. The onboarding process was super smooth for someone coming right out of college. I was put on tasks that were right for my ability and being able to progress even further beyond that as I proved myself capable. I love problem solving, and so being able to solve all these various scenarios for the cloud inventory and warehouse management solutions is a very rewarding part about working here at DSI.
I've been at DSI for 4 years. I started as a quality analyst 2, and that was just your basic testing, and I am now a quality analyst 3. I'm able to do a little bit more in this role. I'm able to kind of go between different teams, get a little bit more access to some different testing areas, which is cool. DSI is one of the best companies I've worked for. It's just got a good environment. The people here are kind. We're all working together as a team. We are all working towards the same goal. And you don't always get that everywhere. A lot of times there's a lot of competition, and it really feels like we're all working together here.
I got started with DSI about 7 months ago. I've been a technical writer for 19 years. I really appreciate the environment just because here it's more open floor plan, and I think it prompts collaboration, and here you're able to actually be a part of a team with the developers, which is really great. When I was in college, I actually worked for a big farm implement company, and I did a lot of warehouse work for 5 years, so it's actually pretty rewarding to actually see some of those processes actually put into place here and have a perspective on what we do.
I heard about DSI from my previous colleague. I used to work with him at CHCA, and he moved here before me, and I heard a lot of good things about it, so he asked me to apply for the position for software developer. The best thing that I like working with DSI is the whole team culture. It's really friendly, and also we have a lot of talented people, so we learn from each other a lot. DSI is fast-paced and also laid back, and gives you an opportunity to learn into things that you really want to learn. It's just not what you have to do, but it's also your personal growth, which is definitely different from other places.